95.5 WFMS, Jim, Deb, and Kevin. That's going to be a great day for this.
Yeah, it is not or is?
It's not. National Sunglasses Day
is
today, and it's going to be mostly cloudy and some haze around.
And I looked up sunglass etiquette, and this is from Glamour Magazine. Deb, you probably subscribe to Glamour Magazine
I
or
used
read
to
their
over
websites.
the years, yeah.
There's actually sunglass etiquette, which I have been guilty of breaking a couple of the rules.
Okay.
Number one
there
is
was such a thing.
take them off when you enter a building, period.
Well,
Never wear them
Toby
in a
Keith
building.
didn't do that here.
That's right.
He wore his.
Number two, hide them immediately. When you take them off, put them somewhere, pocket, purse, wherever. Don't put them on top of your head. That's
Guilty.
where I'm guilty of it.
Oh, I like when people wear them on top of their head.
It is rude and not considered proper etiquette.
It's not rude.
The sunglasses should be removed and put in a pocket or a purse.
Okay.
Number three, no lanyards. Hanging your sunglasses around your neck is not considered good etiquette.
Really?
Oh, who
That's what I
says?
was
I
looking
like
for
that because I
Who
can
wrote
find
this?
them.
Right.
Yeah.
Glamour Magazine. Number four, glasses are like nice clothes. Take care of them. Deb just said that her son lost a good pair of sunglasses.
They were a
say,
Christmas gift. He left them somewhere and he can't find them.
unless you buy drugstore quality sunglasses, which is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
They said you really need to protect them like they're a piece of clothing. And number five, which I thought was interesting, but number five is the bright frames, the almost fluorescent colored stuff is very in. That's acceptable.
What?
So, yeah, you don't have to be
is.
the aviator glasses or whatever.
Okay.
They can be those bright plastic ones. That's considered acceptable. But don't put them on top of your head. That is
I was
not.
going to say, all of those, I guess, are reasonable, except for that one. I think the put it on top of your head is not considered rude. I've never looked at someone and I'm like, well, you don't have good manners.
Now, I will tell you that I've spent more than a few minutes hunting for my sunglasses only to discover they're on top of my head.
Right.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Guilty, but Hayden wouldn't have lost his if they'd been on top of his head.
Well, guess what? Hayden's purchasing his own replacement pair.
Now, Jim, you have sunglasses that are prescription strength, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes he'll wear his regular glasses, reading glasses, and then he'll have his sunglasses on top of his head so he can flip between the two.
That would make me nervous, though, if you have prescription and then you lose them. I mean, gosh, look at the money that's
Well, it's
involved
true,
there.
but I never have because they're on top of my head. I know exactly where they are. See?
Or on your lanyard.
Well, as you celebrate National Sunglasses Day, remember those bits of wisdom concerning etiquette, or just ignore them all, which is probably what I'll do.
95.5 WFMS. Jim, Deb, and Kevin on this Tuesday morning. A little good news here about, an old man and a parade of dogs.
Yeah, we'll get to that story in about 30 seconds. A 42-year-old retired Marine recently took a second job at a grocery store. Why? He did it to spend more time with his 19-year-old daughter, who also works there. Now, I don't know whether the daughter likes the idea.
Right.
or
Thanks,
not.
Dad.
Great dad. Here's my part-time job, and there's Dad over there helping me stock the shelves. But I think that's very touching.
I would be told I couldn't even come in and shop there. You know?
Jiffy Lube, I love this story. Jiffy Lube wants to make sure that we can get our ice cream fixed this summer. They are offering vouchers for free maintenance on all ice cream truck owners in the United States.
I love it.
How about that? They want to make sure that
Everybody gets their ice
when it gets
cream?
hot, we got to get our ice cream.
I don't see
and
our
those ice cream trucks
truck
come
through anymore. Where are you? Like, since COVID, he left.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't see much.
It was kind
Maybe
of
he's
creepy.
at Jiffy Lube. He'll be here soon.
Oh, maybe so, yeah.
So a guy in San Jose, California, turned 100 years old just last Saturday, and he loves dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So his family used the Nextdoor app to organize a big dog parade. They sent out the app to everybody in the neighborhood that's associated with that Nextdoor app and said, hey, 6 o'clock evenings, Saturday, just march on by our house,
Bring
or
your
Dad's
dog.
house with your dog. Over 200 people with dogs walked up in front of the man's house to celebrate his 100th birthday, and he was thrilled. So it was better than any gift he could have gotten.
Sure.
That is
Talk
cool.
about community.
All
you
those
know?
dogs walking by, and he got to wave at him and stuff.
That's so sweet.
That's a great story. 95.5 WFMS, 639 with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Tomorrow and Thursday, Deb will be gone to orientation.
Orientation.
What are you learning, Debbie?
Well, I'm learning that it's really expensive to send your kids to college. Round 2.
Oh, a college
Yeah.
orientation.
So it's Indiana University. Hayden's going to IU in Bloomington. And so tomorrow is orientation day. It's a 2-day orientation. And
That's where they guilt you into buying a bunch of
no, don't say that.
IU T-shirts and
No.
sweatshirts and coffee mugs.
He got a lot of that for graduation.
Yeah.
He should be He should be good on that. But, this is where we find out. Actually, he found out a couple of weeks ago his his dorm assignment.
Yeah.
And it was one that I
Does he know where the
I'd
library
heard of it
is?
before. That would be nice. That would be really nice. He did tell me we're going to go to his favorite pizza place. And anyone who's a Hoosier
is it?
knows that I've only been to campus like once. Mama something?
Mother Bears?
Mother Bears. Okay, Mother, Mama.
Yeah.
Love
same
Mother
thing.
Bears
Yeah,
pizza.
because he's gone with some friends before. For
And he'll know how to
sporting
get
events.
from any point on campus to Assembly Hall. I'm assuming that'll be important.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I think I want to say his dorm's close to Assembly Hall.
Okay.
And he didn't, that wasn't
That's
by
where they play
design.
basketball, in case you're not aware of that. But yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And of course, we're going to be there early the next morning, so you get a hotel, and
Right.
next
I
morning you're
remember
back at
doing that.
like 8 a.m. I think he actually schedules classes on day 2. He had to do some placement tests. I guess they all have to do that. So we did that just the last couple of days. So we'll be ready to go. I would like to.
Another rite of passage.
Oh, I know. But you know what?
One kid graduates college,
Yeah,
the
the
next
same
one gets
year.
enrolled.
He is really
You never
ready.
get a break financially, do you?
I did for like a month. This
A
month.
month.
This month
Yeah,
of
there
June,
you
I did
go.
not pay tuition, and it was
Oh,
such a
good for you.
It was such a nice feeling. So June and July, I'll be really
Yeah.
rich,
Uh-huh.
and then come August, I'm broke again.
There
Yep.
you go.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way it works.
That's why it's orientation. They're orienting you for paying money.
He's been orienting for a while. He's been telling
Right.
me, Mom, why do I have a curfew? I mean, I'm not going to have a curfew in 8 weeks. I'm like, in
You do
my
now.
house, you have a curfew. We have rules here.
Now-
So he is more than ready.
One son went to Indiana State, which
Yeah.
is how far from Westfield?
90 minutes.
Okay, IU, Bloomington to Westfield is how long?
Is it about the same? I think
Well,
I want to say
maybe
it's
an hour
about
and a
the
half.
same.
Okay,
With construction.
So about
and,
the same then. Okay, so they're with an easy drive, so you can make a surprise visit anytime you
yeah,
want
but
to.
as Hayden points it out, it's far enough.
Oh, that's true.
He doesn't want me showing up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Going like,
Right.
hi, just
Yeah.
happened to be in the neighborhood.
His first week on campus, mom makes 3 visits. When school starts, you want to do that.
Now, here's the funny thing is I trim his hair because he's grown it out and it's kind of a longer look, and he doesn't like when stylists do it. So he goes, what are we going to do about my hair? I go, I don't
There you
know.
go. There's a reason to visit.
I'm not making weekly visits for a
I know.
haircut.
When he brings all of his laundry home, you can cut his hair.
There you go. 95.5 WFMS 710. Jim, Deb, and Kevin, thanks so much for making this a part of your morning.
You learn something when you take a moment and actually read the news, not just look on TikTok or other sources.
That's a good point.
This in the news here lately about something called the laxative effect. Deb, are you familiar with this?
Laxative.
No.
Okay, let me just say, you ever gone to a store, let's say TJ Maxx or maybe Target,
Okay.
and you suddenly have to go to the bathroom
Mm-hmm.
Just when
Well-
you walked in?
just by walking in or shortly thereafter being there? If that's happened to you, you're not alone. It's called the laxative effect, and doctors have chimed in and said, now it has nothing to do with the store, has nothing to do with the lighting of the store or any of that, but it has the fact that your body is excited about what's going on. Maybe the thrill of the hunt.
Right. Finding
or
a bargain.
Finding a
or-
bargain or whatever it might be.
Getting that new dress.
That you get anxious and excited,
Yeah.
and that forces your body to need to go to...
Like nature calls.
Yeah.
After that.
So that's never happened to you?
Did you mention, does it have to be a certain store?
Yeah, normally a store of some kind.
I don't
or-
think I've really visited the bathrooms in Target or TJ Maxx. I have at Barnes & Noble.
Well, there's a store.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
a dress
I get
store.
excited about reading and feeling a physical
So you
book in
walk
my
in and
hand.
you suddenly-
I love the smell of
You
it
don't
in there.
take the book with you in the
no,
restroom.
no, I don't take a book in there.
Huh.
So you're not
I didn't
alone,
know this is
Deborah.
a thing.
It's a thing, and you're not alone. It has nothing to do with they don't like put something in the air going, oh, I suddenly have to go to the bathroom. It's associated with the excitement that you're, in your case, hunting for that.
Oh, yeah, the
that,
book
that
or
book
something,
that
you
you've
know?
been
I
looking
do
for.
love
and
to
wanting-
hold books. And
Suddenly you got to go to the
read those.
bathroom. Jimmy, I'm sure it happens to you. You
Well, just the other day I was went to Meyer.
Yeah.
But I didn't really need anything there. I just went there because I had to go. And I was driving around. I thought, I got to find a place to go quickly here.
I also think daily here in the workplace,
yeah.
Jim has the laxative effect.
Yeah, there's that working here too. Yeah, yes. I'm just excited about hanging with you guys. And next thing I know,
Yeah, who
home
comes
and
up
So
with
room.
basically, life is the laxative effect
Well,
for
I
Jim.
also
Just living life.
I also think that maybe walking into the store, I would say maybe the excitement about certain things, but it also has to do with what you just ate. Did you have dairy? Did you
Right.
have
Well,
caffeine?
the article did say that sometimes, coffee
Yeah.
will help speed up that process maybe as well. So in your case, you probably had just
It's
had a
coffee
Starbucks.
there
and
too.
you-
Yeah.
But if someone's having problems going, maybe you need to walk into a TJ
do
Maxx
that.
or a
There you go.
Target.
Or a Barnes & Noble or a Tractor Supply.
Tractor Supply.
Wherever you might have those endorphins released and you're excited about the moment.
Yeah.
And suddenly you got to do number 2.
Why are we talking about
It's a real
this?
deal. It's the real deal.
It's
This is
a
not
real
made up.
deal.
It's just
You know?
you
I know,
should
but it's
know.
kind
You're
of
not.
like
I'm just letting you
personal.
know there's comfort in numbers, knowing that you're not alone, Deb.
That's
When
right.
You walk into
Why
the
did
Barnes
you
and
make me
Noble.
the subject of this story?
There might be somebody in the stall next to you with the same experience.
Same problem, you know.
Well, I'm not going to sit there and hold their hand.
95.5 WFMS, Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Deb has got your daily dirt. And what is it, or who is it, that Kelly Clarkson will not date?
Yeah, she has actually more than one, so we'll share. She's got a list of no's coming up in about 30 seconds. First, if you cared to know, I know you're probably just like waiting for the announcement from Lindsay Lohan, but she is having a boy.
Okay.
She shared the gender recently. Pink, the singer, Pink, was on stage recently when a woman in the crowd threw her mom's ashes
What?
on stage during her show in London. And Pink responded, I don't know how to feel about this. Then she placed the ashes in front of a speaker and then went on with the show.
Well,
Yeah,
mean,
I would be.
I mean, maybe that was
Maybe
the
the
mom's
mom was a
dying
big
wish
fan
or
of
something.
Pink.
Could have been.
But yeah,
think
it's
it might
kind of
be a
weird.
better
Did
way
she
to
ask
do
for the
that.
ashes back then, or are they?
I don't know the follow-up to that
that's-
story.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
It's interesting. Kelly Clarkson is single now, and she's obviously gone through a really
She has.
tough divorce.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very, very emotional. But she does say she's not sure who she wants to date, but she knows who she doesn't. And she is not interested in hooking up with Pete Davidson, Tom Brady, or Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, well, that's an odd group of.
Okay, but that's only 3 out of the entire world, so there you go.
I wonder why Tom was a no. I've heard, some couple of bad things
Maybe
about
she's a
Pete.
Titans fan or a
Oh,
Colts
well, it
fan.
could be like
or,
football
That's
related.
true.
Yeah.
Okay. 728, that's Deb's Daily Dirt, is sponsored by Mark Dietel Realty.
It's time for another round. I can't beat Deb, and our contestant on the line is Amy. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning,
What side of town you from?
Fishers.
From beautiful Fishers, Indiana. We had a winter last week that was from Fishers,
Yeah,
too. Actually, we've had a lot of winters lately, and I think about it. But well, here's how we play,
I
Amy.
hope I do.
Amy, we're going to ask you 5 questions. We, of course, asked Deb those same 5 questions. If you get more right than Deb, then you win. But if she gets more right than you, or if she ties you, then she wins. And if you're ready, let's start with question number 1.
All right, question number 1. 28% of Americans usually wake up before their alarm goes off. Now, right now, if it's 9 a.m. in Indiana, what time is it in California?
6 a.m.
Question 2, in a recent nationwide survey, 56% of women prefer some sort of facial hair on a man. Now, what is the name of the type of beard that Abe Lincoln wore? Was it a chin curtain, a ducktail, or mutton chops?
Oh, gosh. Chin curtain?
All right, question 3. Want to stay cool while sleeping? Well, put your pajamas in a plastic bag and freeze them. Experts claim it works. What percentage of men wear PJs to bed? Is it 22%, 42%, or 62%?
Oh, 22.
All right, question 4. There are now more than 9,700 breweries in the U.S. 10 years ago, there was less than half that. Now, what sells more in the U.S.? Is it light beer or regular beer?
Oh, gosh. I'm going to say regular beer.
All right, question 5. The European Space Agency is working on a way for astronauts to make French fries in space. Now, what is the name of the type of fries served at Steak and Shake?
Thin fries? Skinny fries?
All right, there's our 5 questions. We'll bring Deb back to the room, see how she does. It's back to Can't Beat Deb. Deb is back into the studio. Say hello to Amy from Fishers.
Hi, Amy. How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. She sounds so bubbly and energetic.
Yeah, I like that.
And smart.
And smart.
Oh, well, let's not go that far.
Here we go. Question 1, Deb.
Okay.
28% of Americans usually wake up before their alarm goes off. Now, right now, if it's 9 a.m. in Indiana, what time is it in California?
Oh, so if it's 9 here, it is 6 a.m. there.
That's correct. And Amy knew that, too. So everybody scores. It's Deb 1, Amy 1.
All right, question 2. In a recent nationwide survey, 56% of women prefer some sort of facial hair on a man. What is the name of the type of beard Abe Lincoln wore? Is it a chin curtain, ducktail, or mutton chops?
I have never heard any of that. Let's see here. Some of those are quite creative.
Yeah.
A chin curtain. What was the second one?
Ducktail or mutton chops?
I've heard of mud flaps. Never heard of mutton chops. I like chin curtain. I mean, if that's not it, let's start using that. I'm going with that one.
That's
Woo!
right. It's chin curtain. Amy was hesitant as well, but she guessed
I
chin
love
curtain.
it.
So everybody scores. It's Deb 2, Amy 2.
Question 3. Want to stay cool while sleeping? Put your pajamas in a plastic bag and freeze them. Experts claim it works. What percentage of men wear PJs to bed?
Oh.
Is it 22%, 42%, or 62%?
I bet a lot of people sleep naked. I bet it's 42%.
That's correct.
Woohoo!
Amy guessed 22%, so
womp,
that obviously is
womp.
not right. So Deb scores. It's Deb 3, Amy 2.
Question 4. There are now more than 9,700 breweries in the U.S. 10 years ago, there were less than half that. What sells more in the U.S., light beer or regular beer?
Oh, geez. In the U.S.,
In the U.S.,
what sells more?
more.
I mean, don't they say the U.S. has an obesity problem? Maybe not as many people care about light beer. So I'll go with regular. Well, crap.
That's incorrect. Amy also said regular.
Yeah.
No, it's light beer. So nobody scores. That means it remains the same. Deb 3, Amy 2.
All right, here we go. Question 5. The European Space Agency is working on a way for astronauts to make French fries in space. Now, what is the name of the type of fries served at Steak and Shake?
The type of fries.
Type of fries.
French. That's not my answer, by the way. I mean, it's
Oh,
what you
good.
said. It's what you said. You said French fries. But I believe they're called shoestring.
That's correct.
Woohoo!
Amy said thin, which is right.
That's correct.
Okay, I'm going to count
No,
this.
but
She
that's
gets
not
the
what
point.
that's not what they call.
It's Deb 4, Amy 3. Amy is still, even with Deb giving you the point, didn't have enough to beat Deb today. So sadly, you don't have what it takes to beat Deb.
I know. Once again. Oh.
Well, it was still a
It's
pretty
all
good
right,
run.
I'm ready to say it.
Oh, bless her
like,
heart.
All right, bless
don't
you.
prolong the pain any longer, Jim.
All right, Amy.
Let me just say, I'm Amy from Fishers, and I cannot beat Deb.
All right, what a good try.
That's
If you'd like
right.
to be a contestant, go to the website, WFMS.com, and get signed up. Or you can always text us, too, at 317-255-9367. Morning, it's Jim, Deb, and Kevin, 95.5 WFMS, 8:10 on a Tuesday morning. And Kevin has had a project going for the last few weeks, I guess. Or even more than that, but in the
adding
backyard.
so took down the old play set that I built and swing set and added a much bigger one because I've got 8 grandkids, so I need to have something that a lot of the kids can play on. And then we're redoing the platform that I did and going to build a zip line.
A zip
for the kids.
line?
Now, the zip line is not yet done. I got to find some telephone poles.
You're so talented.
And do
Yes,
that.
yeah.
But I built this big swing set. Took me a couple of days to get it all done. Had to load it on the truck, drive it down to the back field there where I set it up.
Wow.
I told the kids I need everybody over on Sunday, let's say 4:00, because I will have it assembled, but I need to have help pushing it up into place. It's a big A-frame swing set that I built.
Solid.
20 feet long.
Wow.
Because it's got to hold at least 6 swings on it, which I did. So anyway, got everything all set, ready to go. We get into place. The kids are all standing around waiting. The grandkids, they can't wait. You know,
Sure.
when can we go? We can go. So I said, okay, we're up. This is where we want to position it. We're done. Great. I said, go in the barn, the shed there. There's the swing sets, and I bought a bunch of other swings. Bought a bunch of other stuff that they can hook onto the swing set
cool.
and enjoy. Only to find out that the carabiners that I had were too big to support the
Dang,
little
the chains,
chain.
yeah.
You couldn't get the chain into that. So the moment of excitement and joy went from yay to, well, I mean, we can't use it right now.
Anticlimactic.
Because there was no way to connect all these swing sets
Oh, no.
to the swing set that I made, all these swings
To the swing set
that I made.
So they're just laying on the ground.
So they're just holding the chains in their hands.
They're like, well, can we play on the old one? Oh, that's right. The old one's torn down.
It's gone.
So
Tag, you're it.
they're coming over tonight.
So
I
you
got
got
what I
ready to
needed.
go.
We're all set. It's all ready to go. So the big reveal 2.
Part 2.
Yeah,
Part
okay.
2.
All
Yeah.
parts are in place, and this is just the beginning. This is phase 1, really, because then
Yeah.
you're going to go
Now, when I do the zip
to
line, you said you guys want to come over.
I want to come do the zip line.
You said you're making it spec for adults, too, right?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
So you guys would do it. We should do it we should do our show from there.
Ooh, that's a
Wow.
good idea. Now, did you do the roller slide? yet? Is that
No,
next?
that's all next. Deb,
Part
it
3.
takes time to build these
Well, I mean,
things.
gosh.
Deb's like,
Phase-
did you build one yesterday? I'm like, no.
It's phase
I'm going
one.
to do a roller slide, then
Phase
2.
Yeah.
Which Deb thinks is horrible.
Well, I think maybe you should put some styrofoam on it or something, or otherwise you're going to bruise their bones in the back.
It's little tubes and they
Okay.
roll down. They
yeah,
slide
you
down
tubes.
that.
You roll down the slide on the
Yeah.
tubes. Okay, so you won't be able to do that, Deb, because you've criticized it.
Oh, wow.
When we do our show from there, from my backyard, you're
Yeah.
going to go, I want to do that.
Now, as long as when they swing,
Yeah.
and you know how kids love to go higher and higher and higher. I don't like it when the little poles start to come out of the swing set.
First of all, these aren't little poles.
Yeah, they're
Well,
not
you know
gonna
what I
do- they
meant,
won't
but,
do that.
I
but
know,
ours,
these are-
would,
these are-
ours would come out like
Yeah.
a foot, and I'd be
No,
like, I'm about ready to tip this thing over.
I have anchored them in the ground as
Okay.
well. So
Well, that's
no,
good.
it's not going anywhere.
I mean, all safety
So-
precautions have been taken care
Yeah,
of over
Kevin
at
is very
Kevin
smart.
World.
Yeah.
Very
Kevin World
talented.
Splash and Safari.
Yeah.
That'll be next.
Kevin World. And so, hey, do you have free sunscreen?
No, I don't.
Free
I do have free
parking?
parking up to an extent,
Right.
as long as my driveway
Free
holds
soft
it.
drinks?
No.
No.
Well, that
Yeah.
might,
Oh, he's-
be a little bit then too.
That's phase 4.
Okay,
yeah,
got it.
Phase 4. So, yeah, so the swing set officially will be dedicated today, christened today.
Aw, the kids are gonna have fun.
And then they'll work on the zip line and then whatever else would come with. But yeah, we should do the show from there. It'd
That's
be
a
fun.
good idea.
I like it.
Yeah, Deb could be just swinging the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
95.5 WFAMS. Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Kevin's got your Nash News now. So how popular is Dolly Parton?
Well, I'll get to that in about 30 seconds, but the hint is very.
Very popular.
That's the hint.
Okay.
Toby Keith shared an update about his battle with stomach cancer. We got some good news. Say his health is on a positive trend, and he's hoping to return to the road this fall if he can get through a 2-hour show.
Okay.
Oh,
But I
wow.
think fans would be fine with him. If he only do 30 minutes, they'd be fine to see him again.
Take a look, yeah.
But stay tuned. Could be as early as this fall. Shania Twain helped a pregnant fan do a gender reveal at a recent show.
Oh, wow.
After reading the results, she then sang "From This Moment On" and swapped out the lyrics to reveal a baby girl is on the way.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. That's a
Yeah.
once-in-a-lifetime thing. So here's how popular Dolly Parton is. No matter where you go, more than 1,100 people in Ireland set a new world record for the largest gathering of people dressed like Dolly Parton. So
Really?
this is in Ireland. More than 1,100 people showed up in blonde wigs and
Yeah, the other
the other
stuff.
enhancements to look like Dolly Parton,
Oh.
making it the world record for the most people dressed like Dolly Parton. So I
That's
just think
great.
the
She's
challenge
pretty popular.
has been made. If Ireland has it, we need to get that back.
Yeah, I think so.
When we were in Nashville for the CMAs, we ran into a bachelorette party. Do you remember that? And
Yeah.
there were like 6 to 8 women, and they were all dressed like Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I
know.
They had the Dolly wigs on,
know.
and they had some embellishments.
But folks, that record belongs here in the United States, not
Yes,
in
it
Ireland. No
does.
offense to our Irish friends,
Sure.
But that Dolly Parton record needs to be here
Yes,
in the
it
States.
does.